Hello there, my darling dragon friends. Welcome back. My name is Ariel. I am the Sassy Dragon, and today we are going to be smelling and talking about and reviewing the brand new Mugler Alien Hypersense fragrance. I'm very excited to finally get a hold of some of this. It was sold out when it was first released not too very long ago, and I finally got a hold of the little 1 ounce bottle. So let's talk about this one, y'all. It is a beautiful bottle. I will say that. I love the way they did this with the colors of kind of the deep orange melding into the purple, and it is very, very pretty. I love the small bottle because these are all refillable. So if you want to refill this, you can just pull this up, take that off, and get your refill. So this makes it a lot more travel friendly having it in a small bottle like this. So that's the one that I chose just to see how I would like it. This one comes to us from one of the original perfumers of Alien back in 2005, Dominique Ropion. He is one of our favorite guys, at least my favorite guys. He is behind some of the biggest fragrance successes of the last 20 years, including one of my very favorites of all time, the Givenchy Very Irresistible EDT and EDP. He did both the Toilette and the Parfum. He is one of the creators behind Lancome's La Vie est Belle, a huge success in the market, and also Viktor and Rolf's Flower Bomb. So he has been around for a minute. He's done a lot of big fragrances. And it's really interesting to see that they got him back for Alien Hypersense because he is a old-time, very classic, excellent perfumer, and he is the only one that is listed as having worked on this. If y'all know of any other perfumers that might have contributed to this fragrance, do let me know. But for now, on the Fragrantica site, that is what they have, showing up for this perfume. I will post a link in the description section so that you can easily click on this if you want to view it for yourself. So let's go ahead and spray this on. I did take a spray of it about a week ago when I got this, and I think it smells amazing. I really like it. The only thing that I might say about it is that the longevity seemed a little weak to me from what I expect from the original Mugler Alien, right? The jasmine hits super strong on this. Some people have said that this reminds them of the original Alien, right? Because I have both. I have them all sitting here on my table. This is the original. This is the reformulated, the pre-L'Oreal Alien. And I've done a couple reviews and talks about this one. This is the reformulated. You can definitely see the difference in the bottles. The original has the more squared off top. You can also tell that the perfume inside has turned that very ambery color, not only due to its age, this bottle is probably about 12 years old, but also because it does have, I think, a higher quality blend of ingredients, and they're always going to turn a little bit of a color. Whereas this one, I've already had it a couple of years, and it still really hasn't turned much of a color at all. So that's another thing I'll say. I will say that the Alien Hypersense, just from my memory, makes me think more of the original Alien. So that's a good thing. I'm going to also spray this one on my arm just to kind of get a contrast comparison thing going on here. Oh yeah, interesting. Now what I'll say about this, okay, so let's read the notes for Alien Hypersense. The top notes are pear and green mandarin. And so you definitely get that refreshing, like, little bit of fruit on the top. But the pear in this is really nice because it's more of a more green pear. It's not as sweet or sugary as a lot of pear notes come across in fragrances these days. Which I'm really happy about, because to me, if it was a sweeter pear, it would probably be like a little too much. This is a strong perfume. Like when it first comes out, it's like, boom, it's for real. But I like the fact that they used a more green kind of crisp pear in the top, because it really helps it to not just end up being really syrupy, because this is, I wouldn't call this a gourmand or sweet sweet. You know, it's not like candy sweet, but you don't, it's a little honeyed, right? The jasmines in here almost feel a little bit honey-like. And so if you added fruit that was too sweet to it, it would end up being just too much. So the pear, the green mandarin are very crisp in the top. They really do open it up nicely. And as I compare it, you know, the difference I'm smelling between original old reformulated Alien and the Hypersense is that you don't smell those fruits in the top. You don't smell the pear and the bergamot. It just goes straight to the more, you know, the jasmine heart, and you get, of course, the amberwood in that dry down, which is really, really nice. I mean, it's, you know, there's a reason people complain about it being gone. Absolutely, because it's just, it has such a great scent to it. So in the Hypersense, you definitely have that fruit. It's very, very nice. It really is. I enjoy that aspect of it. In some ways, it almost rounds the fragrance out a little bit more because it gives it, you know, the notes in the original Alien are very simplistic, right? There's not an abundance of notes in it. That's part of what made it unique at the time, because a lot of fragrances in the late 90s, early 2000s were very note heavy. They had so many things going on in them. This one simplified down quite a bit and just really came through with a couple powerful notes that just boom, boom, boom. So in a way, having a little bit of fruit in the top rounds this out, which I really, really love. So in the middle, yes, we have that very, very powerful jasmine. We have the jasmine sambac and the Indian jasmine. And they are really beautiful in this, guys. I will tell you, I think they're gorgeous. They almost have a jasmine green tea with honey smell, heavy on the jasmine, right? Light on the tea and honey. But it has that, it makes me want to eat it or drink it. The base notes are cashmeran, amberwood, so we're bringing in that amber, you know, scent from the original. It has some musk and some driftwood in the base. And I would say as this dries down, you'll probably smell that a little bit more, but you know, the star of the show is the two jasmine notes in this. They are absolutely gorgeous. I do think they're a lot better than the reformulated, which is this one. This would be the one after L'Oreal took over, so I'm just going to spray a little bit of that as well. I do have my my coffee. I put some ground coffee in a little cup because this is a great way to cleanse your nose's palate between smelling fragrances. If you ever go to, you know, a store and you want to smell a ton of perfumes, some stores will be very courteous about this. They'll have a little coffee sitting on the shelf, you know, somewhere in a little container so that you can smell it and help kind of cleanse the nasal palate as you're smelling different perfumes. But there's something about the scent of coffee that really just does that. It kind of wipes it out. So it helps us a lot as we're smelling multiple fragrances. Yeah, okay. So wow, I can tell the difference immediately. The thing that always gets me about the L'Oreal reformulation on this is that it just smells more synthetic. It doesn't have that warm, enveloping quality to the jasmine. I hope that at some point, you know, because there are always reformulating and, you know, always kind of reworking things. Like I said, this bottle's a couple years old, so maybe they'll reformulate this. I hope they do, to get it to be a little bit more like the original. To me, the fact that they made something like Hypersense that has more of the qualities of what I think of the jasmine scent from the original is, shows me that they can make something that smells more accurate to the original. You know, so Dominic Ropion, his quote on this is, "I designed an ultra-modern Alien reaching the quintessence of florality." So he was really trying to kind of modernize it, but also keep, you know, the quintessential floral of that jasmine, which I think comes through very, very nicely here. The only thing, like I said, when I first tried this one out, it seemed to disappear a little quicker on my arm than I would have liked it to, so that is the only thing I might have a beef with it about at all, would be its longevity. However, if you sprayed it in your hair or sprayed it over like, you know, a lotion, it would probably last a lot better. But I really do enjoy this one. It's definitely something that I would not mind buying, you know, the big refill bottle and refilling my cute little bottle here, to have it in the future. I really do like the addition of the bergamot and the pear to the top. Like I said, to me, it makes the original Alien just a little bit more complete, because the original Alien doesn't have quite so much of a top note. It just jumps us right into that jasmine. And there's nothing wrong with that, because the jasmine is incredible in that perfume. But something about having that little bit of fruit added, it doesn't take away from the jasmine. It just adds another nice little layer that I really, really enjoy. So guys, this one would be a thumbs up, claw up from the dragon. I would say definitely, if you are a fan of the original, definitely at least try this one. You might really, really love it. And I think as well, it kind of, springtime is here. It very much feels springy because it brings in a little bit of that fruit, the floral. I think this is one that if you only sprayed it maybe once or twice, this could be worn, you know, in more occasions. But if you really wanted to go to town with it and spray like a ton of it on yourself, you could do that too and just be a big honey jasmine bomb walking down the street for sure. As always, it's wonderful to hang out with y'all. If you have thoughts, comments, questions about this, I'll do my best to answer them. And if there's any other fragrance you would like to see me review, whichever it is, doesn't have to be a Mugler brand, always post those below, because I do listen, I read all your comments, and I am making a list. I'm getting to them maybe a little slower than I'd like, but I will get to them. Anything that I can get a hold of a sample or a full bottle, if it looks like something I'll really enjoy, I'll do my best to get it and review it here for you. So thanks so much again for coming along on this fragrant journey with me, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Take care.